everybody. Thank you for bearing with us while we ran off for our quick break. And thanks for spending some time with us tonight as we've gone to our first space battle in Siege of Starhaven. I love that for us. It was exciting. Our heroes, well, the sisters made up a lot faster than I was expecting them to.
They buried it, Alex.
Made up is probably the wrong word.
Nobody got scalped, and that was what I was counting on, but that's fine. They managed to escape from Starhaven aboard their trusty ship, the Marion. They were pursued by a number of stellar Imperium starfighters that the group was able to use their powers to dismantle, destroy, and otherwise discombobulate until they were able to flee away from the Dome City and into the wastes of Europa. Cruising out along the icy expanse, we have a couple hours of time aboard the Marion for our heroes to react to all of the things that have happened thus far. Is there anything anybody is interested in doing, talking about, preparing as they are making their way?
Chimera will clarify that, indeed, for the first time to his knowledge, the Dark Presence asserted direct control for a significant amount of time, rather than merely making suggestions.
Well, that's not good. We thought you were acting a little different, and not different from how you were acting earlier.
How many people do you have in your head, Chimera?
To the best of my knowledge, 3.
Well, I guess we'll see if they keep popping out.
Chimera's pointing at Aelin.
Which doesn't preclude that there could be others. I'm simply not aware of their existence and or function at this time.
This entity, you spoke with certainty and not calculated certainty, almost bravado, we would say.
If the dark entity is indeed a preserver of some type, his perceptions may be far beyond ours, and he may know things that we do not.
That is disconcerting.
There's much indication that preservers were not bound by linear time in the way that we understand it. So this may affect the dark entity's knowledge and or actions.
We are wondering how the Stellar Imperium managed to get across so much of space without running into something to stop them, or at least attempt to slow them down. Do you think what happened to the lore allowed them to slip through so easily?
It is possible. The devastation in the wake of the collapse of the Lore Republic could indeed have opened up pathways previously blocked to them.
We've seen firsthand what they do. We don't wish that on anyone on Starhaven or on Earth.
The records do indicate that Stellar Khanate's appetite is insatiable. It is not likely that they will stop at either of those 2 locations, but merely continue to consume.
Almost like something else we know that's out there.
Yeah, so you can
I do believe there is a significant difference in that the Collapsar entity seeks the true destruction of everything, whereas Stellar Khanate seeks to rule. It is difficult to rule nothing. So their end goals are not the same, if some of their methods are similar.
We know. It was a generalization.
Apologies. I sometimes misinterpret those.
We know that you're back when that happens.
This
Alex,
is reassuring.
Yes.
does Flynn know of a way to contact any of the heroes of Earth?
Yes, I believe that Flynn would have information to get in touch with some of the Octo Squad. Stormbreakers, that's the word.
Given Starcon's arrival on Starhaven and our proximity to Earth, I want to give them a heads up.
Excellent.
So I'm gonna shoot off a message. I'm not actually expecting to talk to them or have a chat with them, but more about like, hey, kind of a pre-recorded like we're doing what we can, but he's in the backyard.
The message will reach Professor Cephalopod, and you'll get 8 thumbs up back in response.
A thumbs up or 8 thumbs up?
8 thumbs up.
Okay.
Of course. Well, I guess while Laura is waiting to recover from her exhaustion, she is going to probably stress herself and move towards Ursa.
What if you didn't though? Did you ever think about that?
Nope. And then she'll just take a seat next to Ursa. And she'll say, "The stone, how did it feel when you used it?"
Inconvenient.
Really? I mean, you disintegrated an entire ship.
I didn't want to. I didn't make that effort. It just happened on its own. It's almost uncontrollable. I wonder if it's because it's only half of it.
Do you suppose our aunt is... I mean, obviously she's quite powerful, but I don't recall seeing her vaporize an entire ship.
Well, her powers were minimized to begin with. So maybe she doesn't. Maybe they just really brought her up to regular far side speed. Don't know. Don't like it. I like feeling in control of my powers.
So
I
what?
almost... What?
What? Uh, if we cannot separate you from the stone, what are you going to do with it?
I don't want to think about that.
As much as it frustrates me, I'd rather at least you use it than...
I don't want to use it. That's been the whole thing. This has been your journey. I've just been riding along, trying to help
Yes.
you where I can.
And I really, really wish I could just take it from you. And I'm trying not to be angry with you, because, I know you never asked for any of this. And there was that ferryman, and he's just messing with us.
Regardless of what happens, I will help you take Farside back. You will be Queen of Farside, not me. I've never wanted it. I'd never have any goals whatsoever to be queen. I don't think I would be good at it. And I will help you get there. We will take back our home.
Yeah, Alara's just looking into her sister's eyes, seeing, the truth of those words. And it makes her feel a little bit better, but not, yeah, she's still, a whole lot of emotions running through her head right now. She's just gonna put her hand on Ursa's, if the stone will allow her, and then probably fall and lean back into the seat a bit, or fall back into the seat, as she takes an hour to recover from her exhaustion.
That's tough. Anybody else got anything they want to chat about? Get off the chest before we head off to the next part of the adventure?
Captain, we are very glad you had quite the eclectic collection on board the Marion. Came in very handy.
Well, I tend not to overlook things that others sometimes do. At least I would like to think so.
We were grateful to have so much on hand with which to distract them. We're all good, Alex.
Perfect. Off we go to the next portion of our adventure as the hours pass by and the crew of the Marion manages to recover from their various exhaustions and injuries. After a couple of hours of streaking across the continents of Europa, there is an alert klaxon that sounds on the Marion's bridge. And I'm going to give everybody a hero point. As Albion says...
I think I flew us into plot.
Oh no, not the plot. Ew. It got on me.
Wipe it off.
As there is a discharge of electrical energy and a bolt of some kind of iridescent rainbow lightning strikes the Marion and the ship comes crashing down into the snow and ice.
No, I just got her detailed.
That.
Is everyone all right?
Relatively. What hit us?
Captain?
Give me a technology check, Captain.
Are you okay, baby? Talk to me.
I appear to be
He's
injured.
got a map. He's got a map. That's never good.
Arctic fox in space.
Shush.
Surprise! That wasn't the encounter, but now it is.
Imperium credits spend as well as any other credits. I only got a whopping 15 on my tech check.
Ooh, a whopping 15 is not very great. You're not sure exactly what kind of energy struck the ship, but you think with a little bit of time and effort you can get it up and running again. You also realize that you are about 10 miles from your destination. And it is freezing cold outside. I assume you guys are all still on the inside for right now, but...
Yes. Is there anything we can do to help?
the GM obviously wants us to get out of the ship because that's where he's gonna map. So,
Well, in order to do repairs, you will have to go outside at least a little bit. And Chimera, you sense that you are somewhere near a preserver site of some description.
There is a preserver site nearby that I'm able to detect.
is it 10 miles nearby, or is it closer than that?
Closer than that. Immediate vicinity nearby.
Immediate vicinity. Very close.
Possibly the cause of the of the lightning that struck you.
It would explain the unknown energy discharge that brought the ship down.
We're being fired upon. We should deal with that before we get airborne again.
It could be something as simple as automated defenses.
And
Without
we've
further
encountered,
investigation, I would not be able to determine that.
and we encountered something that was automated, but that was why we needed the preserver speeder to get out to rescue Daedalus. Is this perhaps something similar?
Perhaps. It is difficult to ascertain without further investigation.
Aelin, you get a hero point for remembering that.
I do. Yay.
Is Albion still online?
He is not.
Um,
The little orb is spinning on the dash.
Loading. Loading. Loading.
That's exactly what my brain said.
same. Little pinwheel.
Yep.
Pinwheel.
I miss the hourglass.
Um,
Kevin, your Apple II doesn't have the beach ball of death?
No. I don't have an Apple II.
He has an Apple One.
Ooh.
Wow.
All right, he's not that old. His tech isn't that old.
And of all of us, you shouldn't talk about running afoul of apples this week. Just put it out there.
Apple, Maple, whatever.
That was whatever. Well, we need to effect repairs on the ship. We could go check out the site. Would very much not like to get shot down again after we just fix it.
I mean, I don't. Does the Marion have sufficient environment suits for everyone else to suit up, or is there a limited number of environment suits? Like, I don't need one, but
There are enough environment suits for the whole crew.
Because I think we had them last time we went out. Well,
Captain, perhaps you and I should assess the damage outside first before risking other crew members for what may be an unnecessary investigation.
yeah. Ursa,
Yes.
can you use Sister Look Around in here to see what you can do about bringing some of the systems back online, or checking for, running a preliminary diagnostics? While we're-
Alara might be better. We can poke around.
Sure, I could use some help lifting things, sister.
Okay.
That was
With
very
that-
condescending.
Was a smidge.
At least
Just a smidge.
Sir Flynn was talking to me.
Well,
Well, off you go to do your little investigation. Let me know if you need anything lifted.
I will.
She'll sit down.
And then she'll storm off.
apparently we have now discovered her secondary power, sass.
Off you pop. And it occurs to me I need to make the Marion like way bigger on the map.
Yeah. Fair, Wiki, fair.
It's crushing us. Oh,
I suppose Aelin will sit down on the bench next to Cat. Next to Ursa. Are you doing okay? We were just noticing the tension seems to have ramped up again.
Don't know how you do it with 3 of you inside your head.
Practice. Lots and lots of practice, says
been-
Braun.
I've been with her for hundreds of years, and I still want to strangle her at times.
Well, we suppose that's one benefit of having a single body. If one of us goes, we all go. So we won't take it to that extreme.
I suppose. It's just a stone.
Object of fascination and desire.
If I could give it to her, I would. In a heartbeat. But it literally sticks to my hand when I try, and I think she is bitter about it, and I don't know what to do.
What happened?
She said that she was trying to take the stone back from the new speedster that stole it, and that he blew up the house, and then the lantern guy came and told me that she wasn't worthy of the stone for some reason, and then gave it to me.
When we are on a job, we make sure to get as much information as we can so that we're not surprised. We feel like there's something missing from both people outside of you in this story.
Why would she lie to me?
Guilt, embarrassment, any number of reasons, really.
Well, either way, that's not what we need to focus on right now. I need to focus on trying to control this stupid stone so that I don't put us in harm's way again. I almost killed us all back there.
Was that you?
When the ship rocked? Yeah.
Well, that is a lot of power for one person to hold, we think.
Just need to be better.
We think maybe don't put so much on yourself. We're guilty of it at times ourselves. Yeah, we are. Just she'll pat your shoulder and stand up. Just try not to worry too much, I suppose. We suppose. We'll make some cocoa. It looks cold out there.
Indeed. Thank you, Aelin. You always cheer me up at least a little bit.
Just a little?
Not much could cheer me up much right now.
We suppose we'll take it then.
Ursa will give her a smile and then go back to staring at out some window.
So Flynn and Chimera are going out into the cold waste. Is that right?
That's
Correct.
what we heard.
Excellent. Flynn, you're able to put on the atmosphere suit. The ramp slams down, and you and Chimera are able to go out and get a better assessment of the damages. Flynn, will you give me a vehicles check? And Chimera, if you're aiding, will you give me a vehicles or technology check or expertise engineering, whichever one's better for you?
Okay. Well, I'll do the one that's better since I'm aiding. So you can get a 25 on the assist. Does teamwork count?
It does.
Okay, so that's a 30 then.
It's actually a 37 because Flynn rolled 25. You rolled a 32.
It is? Oh, I read the wrong number.
Backwards.
So Flynn, you'll get a +5 bonus to aiding for this from Chimera's aid to make it a full 30. The ship is messed up. There are
Never fly again. Son of a bitch.
It will probably fly again with some assistance, but there are several large holes blasted in the hull in the lower decks. You do see it's come to rest in a snowbank, and there is a large rock that pierced some of the underbelly. There is extensive electrical damage across the surface and the subsurfaces of the vessel. You do think with some effort, the tools that you have on you, you'll be able to do enough of a patch job that it'll be safe to fly in Europa's thin atmosphere, but you're not sure that space is going to be something you can get up into.
So we don't have the materials to patch the hull. We could do some repairs, but not patch the hull. Is that what I'm hearing?
Correct. Yep.
My poor baby.
I believe that we could affect the damage to the systems, Captain, without a great deal of additional delay. You said there's a rock that appears to be wedged in the hull.
Yes.
If I switch to supersize form, that makes me strength 11. Is that enough to move the ship off the rock?
How much can you lift with strength 11?
Curses. I've forgotten the chart.
There's a chart
Sure.
in Roll20. Rank chart.
That's 50 tons.
Yeah, the ship is less than 50 tons.
Okay. So I will at least reposition the ship so that repairs can be effected where that rock was making itself part of the hull.
Excellent. Everybody inside the ship gets picked up and put down.
Oh. Do the repairs that are outside seem something that I can handle? Like, since I don't need an environment suit, the captain, would he be more comfortable inside? Or I mean, if the repairs are out here something that I could handle, then I would.
They are
Tell
something
Flynn
that you can handle, but it would be, I don't know if Flynn is willing to leave the baby while it's being operated on.
Well, there are some repairs being done inside as well, correct?
Correct.
Okay. So, Captain Flynn, I believe that I can affect the external repairs if you wish to assist the crew resetting the Marion's interior damages.
Gives Chimera a little side eye. Sure. We'll start heading back towards the on-ramp to get back in the ship.
Cool. Flynn, will you give me a perception check when he picks up the ship?
I rolled a 9, but I feel lucky.
You feel lucky?
I said it because it's my ship. So
I don't think I've seen Jonesy spend all his luck points before.
I went through all of them tonight. 28.
How many times tonight has it gone from a natural 20 to a natural 1 or the other way around?
A
Quite
decent
a few
number.
times, yeah.
Like 3 or 4.
Mm-hmm.
Wow.
Oh, wow.
Algorithm, that's not how
Wow.
not how math works.
It's not how randomness works.
The only two options.
Flynn, with a natural 20 for a 28, you notice that the rock that penetrated the side of the hull, it looks like there's a decent crack in it as well. And you think you see some tracks in the snow that go up to the base of where the ship was and onto the ship.
quickly over comms. There's tracks. Be on the lookout.
Meanwhile, in the lower decks, where Alara is looking for stuff by herself,
Dun, dun, dun.
And Calvin's face.
hey Calvin, you've been playing Dead Space, right?
Yeah, I sure have. It's been terrifying.
Hmm.
Oh no.
Alara, you're making your way through. Will you give me just a flat technology check as you're taking a look at things down here?
I got points to.
You have 4.
You have points to burn. Hmm.
Nobody
I mean, I
needs
feel-
4 hero points.
I
Evan
can do
does.
better than that.
Unless it's a monster, you're gonna die.
Okay, it was worth it.
wow.
25.
Awesome. With a 25, Alara, you are able to start basically taking a decent inventory of the systems that are going to need repaired. You're pointing out areas that need new circuit boards run through. You're able to find places where circuits have been burned out by the electricity. You're getting a pretty good inventory. You think you're going to be able to give really good advice to Flynn and or Chimera as they are working on engineering down here. You also don't notice as you trip over a small white creature on the ground.
Damn it.
It's kind of bulbous in shape. It almost looks like a living snowball with big black eyes.
And a button nose.
Oh my god, it's cute.
It's too cute. Is there any sort of mind within this
You guys
creature?
ever watch the show? I thought it was a guy from Galaxy Quest there for a minute.
It's like Snow
Mhm.
Roar.
It looks up at
Oh,
you as you
no.
trip over it, Alara, and it goes.
I want it.
Wah 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 wah.
Hey, I don't know what you're saying, so let's just take a peek under the hood. And I'm going to try to mind read.
Can you read animal minds?
It's a sentient creature.
Okay.
I don't know how well I can understand.
Surface feelings.
And we've been doing this wrong. We found out on. I've been doing this wrong. We found out on City of Destiny because half of that team is mind readers for some reason, or Gemstars, where half of the team is mind readers. They don't get an opposed check. They just have to make the will save. It succeeds on the will save.
Damn, that's cool.
Is have I gotten the captain's warning by this point, or is this like taking place before that?
This is taking place before that.
So she is just locked in mental struggle trying to figure this thing out.
Yeah, you're looking at its eyes, and its eyes are like enormous and black, taking up most of its face, looking at you, just purring silently to itself.
Puss in Boots eyes.
So cute.
Well, you're certainly adorable, but can't tell what you truly are.
It cocks its head to the side.
I don't know. Maybe the others will know something I don't. It's certainly not like a preserver age creature. There's
No, this is not a preserver monstrosity.
well, if Alara has taken stock of the technological damage to the ship, and she can't figure this creature out, it'd be probably best to ask other people. Oh, it would be a terrible idea to bring it to the bridge, but
You say other people, and it begins jumping up and down excitedly.
oh no! All right,
We- Alex may have
and
talked
then
about
later
this
there's
trope.
running and screaming.
Alex may have talked about this trope earlier today.
she's going to do what Calvin doesn't want to do, but she's gonna pick the thing up.
Yeah.
It nuzzles
And-
into your chest and makes a contented purring noise as you pick it up.
Oh,
How many living things are gonna come with us?
I'm sure I
Get a
found you
toaster.
earlier. Okay, let's go see if someone else can figure out what you are.
And that's when you
And
get the
then-
message from the captain.
Oh, I did find something. It's this small creature. I'm holding it right now.
Oh, thank you.
Is anyone familiar with that sort of fauna in this area?
Oh yes, a small creature. That's a great description.
They
Thank you,
giggle.
sister. It's furry, and you know what? Just hang on. And she'll send a mental image over the link. I'm attaching a picture.
Group chat initiated.
Anybody who has well informed can make an investigation or a persuasion check for me. If you have expertise, space creatures, or irrelevant expertise.
I
This
have
wouldn't be
well,
seen on Far Side, would it?
No, these things aren't on
Okay.
far side.
and this wouldn't be something that would be necessarily smuggled in to to Starhaven.
That's a little more nebulous. It's possible that they would be smuggled into Starhaven.
Or off of
Oh.
Star, or yeah. So I just was wondering because I have expertise smuggler, which could theoretically work here.
I'll accept it.
Okay, I have well
Um,
informed. I could roll persuasion too, but I'm gonna try smuggler for a 22.
22. Flynn, what were you going to ask?
I was just gonna double check. It was frustration for well informed, right?
Persuasion or investigation, whichever one's higher.
Yeah, I got a rock.
Aelin with the 22, you know that these things are called pirouettes.
Mogwai.
They are a strange creature that survives in the wilds of Europa, and they are small, deceptively cute pack hunters that use their white fur to blend into snowfields where they sap minerals from the soil. They're not carnivores. They eat any sort of components that they can derive from snow. So granites, calcium, copper, iron, anything like that.
Stuff that a starship would be made out of.
Potentially. You know that when they sense a meal, they electrify their silicone hair into razor sharp quills and spin at high speed.
When Aelin gets the mental image flashed in her brain, she shakes her head with a start and goes, Alara, we think that you would want to put that outside the ship as quickly as possible. It is a pirouette. It's a pack hunter native to Europa. It has a tendency to, how do we say this? Consume minerals that the ship is made out of.
Oh,
It's also a razor ball of death when it is agitated.
oh, this little thing. Okay, so I will take this thing outside and try not to agitate it.
We think there's probably more of them outside the ship as well. They do hunt in packs.
I'll start a scan when I get outside. I'll see if I can detect any more of them. This one was surprisingly resilient to mind reading, but I should be able to tell if they're there. And then she will carefully walk towards the ramp. Maybe hold the thing out at like arm's length.
The trouble with tribbles.
You're making it face you or face away from you?
Probably
Yes.
facing her because of how she was holding it already.
So arm's length, its big black eyes are looking up into your eyes. It's looking very sad about going back outside.
No, I know. Don't want to go back outside. You're very hungry. You want to eat the ship. Well, someone told me earlier today I'm apparently a villain, so this is just part of my villain arc.
They said you were a villain. Oh, wait, maybe he did.
You certainly hinted at it.
The thing cocks its head to the side when you say you're a villain.
At least you still like me.
Hasn't got to know you yet. Just kidding, I'm not there.
Oof.
She will carry it to the ramp and then let's put it down and then do the mind scan.
You put it down in the snow?
Yeah.
It opens its mouth and it begins to shriek.
I'll pick it back up.
It stops shrieking when you pick it up.
Okay, fine. She will hold it with one hand and scan with her other, with her fingers at her head.
Excellent. Give me a perception
Professor X
check.
style.
Yes. There's probably a bunch of these things. No, anything below 20 isn't going to be good enough here. I think. Nah, let's go for it. I'm sure nothing's going to happen after this that I'll need points for. 25.
Now that you know what this thing's brain feels like and you start like scanning the immediate area for it, you detect 3,475 of these things in the immediate vicinity.
Oh my.
Huh.
God.
Huh. Like surrounding the ship or...
Yes.
Oh, shit.
So...
And as you open your
That's-
eyes,
Take
you
down
start to
5%.
see little black eyes appearing in the snow all around.
Yeah, the snowbank just lights up with a bunch of big black eyes staring at Alara.
Okay, so I did manage to find out there are some more out there. Rather a lot. Several thousand.
Several thousand?
And everybody on the ship can hear them go.
That's scary.
As their voices rise up in one through the snow.
Oh,
Do I
God,
hear that
this-
outside?
Chimera, you definitely hear it outside.
The
Not
snow
knowing
fr-
what's happening in the ship, I will contact via the comms. There is a strange noise coming from all around the ship outside.
Yes, Chimera, it's dangerous creatures that like to consume minerals. Perhaps you should get inside and away from them.
I don't believe these creatures would pose a threat to me. However, they do pose a threat to the ship.
I mean, these creatures might see you as a snack, so...
That does.
I am not actually composed of minerals.
Chimera, please get inside the ship. I'm going to try to lift us off the ground.
Very well. I will proceed to the boarding ramp.
When we're back online inside, I would like to try to bring Albion back online.
Okay. I think we're going to enter into a skill challenge to try and escape from the killer snow furbies.
Did you put it down, Calvin? Or did you bring it inside?
I mean, that might have to be my skill check for this, because I think it's going to take some
Throw it.
effort to...
Throw it.
Yeet the snowball. Yeet the snowball.
What if you get shot down?
Shot put.
Oh, no.
Hunt the mogwai.
Don't kill me, I'm your friend.
Ew.
Uh,
You will not.
uh,
Meepo,
Everybody roll for initiative for me.
You are not my friend.
And click on your token first, just to determine what order we go in the skill challenge.
Order the skill check is going.
Yep.
Oh,
Wow.
gonna be cutting it close, guys.
Then I guess I should roll one for the critters.
The killer Furbies.
They're gonna get like a 28, and I'm gonna lose my mind.
I don't know if I can. I don't know if I have. I don't have a token for them.
Do you?
I don't have a token, but I'll grab one real quick.
It's just not a white circle.
C is for critter.
That's
E
good
is
enough
for
for me.
critter.
And they have an initiative of +2 according to the rulebook.
Crunch.
Whack. Good news. They're not gonna go before you guys go.
Hooray.
Ooh!
So,
Flynn, you were running in to get Albion back online.
Yep.
Go ahead and give
Sounds good.
me a technology check.
21.
21 is pretty good. That is a success on the skill challenge. What happens if you get Albion back online?
He flickers and it kind of whirls up a little bit. There you are, Alvin. Nice to have you back online.
It's nice to stop spinning. I'm detecting
Any-
several thousand small entities coming to attack us.
You were correct. Can you start running a level 10 diagnostic? Starting with the defensive systems?
Yes, right away. And he starts cycling through system down, system down, system temporary unavailable. Oh wait, fire extinguishing system is online. Would you like me to extinguish fires?
Are there fires?
Fire detection system is offline.
Unknown.
404. Fire detection system not found.
Chimera.
From the outside, like how close is this wave of critters?
They're pretty much all around. Actually, the rock you landed on is an egg for a bunch of these critters.
Curious. I think I will bulk up as free action, and then I am going to stunt the old thunderclap. By the trailer, it appears as though Black Adam will incorporate one of my favorite flying brick Mutants Masterminds maneuvers. So let's go ahead and bring that into the game right now.
Excited to
So
see that
the
in
old-
4 days.
Do the old thunderclap and try and clear a crowd of them away. So I mean, it's an area attack, so I don't roll for that.
Yeah, since it's part of the skill
or-
challenge, we're going to make it a
Oh,
powers check.
right. Powers check. So
So-
strength.
Yep, D20 plus powers rank. If
Okay.
that's what your thunderclap's
Yeah,
based on.
I mean, I'm just the thunderclap is like a strength effect. So
Cool, so strength.
22.
That is another success.
Okay.
As what happens is you thunderclap a bunch of these things away.
As Chimera is moving for the ramp so that the ship can depart, sort of a wave of them is incoming, and he brings his massive blue-gray hands together, and a shockwave ripples out, and a herd of them just goes tumbling through the air like a furry avalanche, and then he scrambles up the ramp.
Yeah, you see the ones that you do knock away As they enter the air, their quills begin to electrify and they start spinning as they're in the air, and they're shooting these razor sharp hair all over the place. And that seems to set others off in the chain. It's making a big chain reaction of exploding quills.
Zoinks.
Wow.
Alara.
Alara is going to have to put this creature down. But she'll say, "I'm sorry. I'll come back for you later." And what she would like to do is attempt to create some sort of illusion for the ones that she can reach. That if any weren't, I'm sure most of them were blasted away at this point. But if there's any still within range of her mental reach, she'll create an illusion of some big mound of like these really tasty looking minerals. Pretty much further down this ice river.
What does a big mound of tasty minerals look like?
Oh, you know, it's just like a whole lot of iron with like a copper glaze or something.
Sounds like a blood pile to me.
Hmm.
Side nickel.
Yeah, like garnishing. I guess I could use my illusion ranks for that since it's a skill check.
Yes, yep.
26.
Ooh, that's pretty good. That is 2 degrees of success. As you build this illusion, and you're not sure what was up with the one that you had, that it resisted your effect, but the other one seemed to be just dumb and animalistic, and they immediately start rushing off in the direction that you were guiding them towards. As this almost avalanche of snowballs starts running down the lake.
And with clear sadness, Alara will place the creature upon the ground.
It looks up at you with the saddest puppy dog eyes you've ever seen.
Don't worry, I'll just go. There's a big thing over there for you to, go and snack on.
It looks at you and you can tell it doesn't believe you.
I can't bring you on the ship. You'll eat the ship. But you have to stay here, and I have to go. I'm gonna start backing away from the ramp. No following.
It follows you up the ramp.
No.
Aelin.
Let's see here. I think that we will attempt. If this one is trying to follow Lara back onto the ship, I think we're going to attempt a deception check to basically confuse it as to where Alara is and make it walk off the ship.
Perfect.
Basically, play the shell game with Alara.
Take Alara's coat off and throw it out in the snow.
No.
That's a 20.
20 is a success.
Okay.
So the critter.
So
yeah, tell me what happens as you
So
successfully break this creature's heart.
Oh.
Aelin puts her hands on Alara's shoulders and just says, "We need you to go with this." And she starts basically like quickly moving her into different positions all over the thing, getting the creature all discombobulated. Its eyes do the spinning bit as it and then it just falls off the ramp into the snowbank. And she'll put Alara back, like, because she was moving with her, but Alara's just like, the shoulders are up and her eyes, and Aelin just goes, "Sorry, we thought it was the only way."
Well, that was dizzying, but I suppose it worked. It's better that, the creature stays here, not on the ship. We should take off if we can.
Ursa,
Speaking
help.
of, take off if we can. Ursa,
Ursa will try to lift the ship up as far as she can to get them away from the demon snow.
Snow.
Do you just want telekinesis?
yep. Just a D20 plus 12.
Demon snow, demon snow.
Roll I'm going to spend a hero point because I have 5 of them.
That's a 21.
It doesn't matter. Okay, yes it does.
It's 26.
26 will be 2 degrees of success, and you are all able to get the Marion out of here, away from the pirouettes before they are able to board and cause trouble for you. And because of the amount of degrees of success that you have, you're able to avoid the follow-up lightning blast as well.
From the preserver location?
Yes.
Or the combined electricity of the pirouettes?
No, it appears to be from the location, not the pirouettes.
Okay.
Although the one pirouette that is lying on its back in the snow watching the ship fly away is screaming its little head off.
No!
Hugging
She
at the
will
heartstrings.
return. She will take them as her army to conquer the moon.
How will you get them to the moon?
That's the in-between part. You don't have to worry about.
That'll happen in between seasons, so nobody can ask what happened. It'll be like Sherlock falling off that building.
Oh my god.
And now the ship is cruising at the speed of Ursa's telekinesis.
Sure, I'm glad that I was able to lift things and get us out of there. She'll like glance over at Alara.
What? Oh. Yes, sorry. I just had I know, I said I wasn't going to be angry with you, and then I was still angry with you, so... Where are we going? What's the plan here?
Oh no, I'm just taking us in the direction we were going before. Hoping Flynn can offer some guidance.
Well, ideally, we're landing somewhere near the Facet Wild so that we don't have to worry about those specific predators.
Should we look for more preserver installations around and see if we can avoid them?
Well, we aren't powered currently, but it did fire at us regardless. So, yes, we should probably keep an eye out for those things.
And your little computer man help us with that, Sir Flynn.
Depends on if our sensors are back online or not.
Is she talking about me? Says Albion.
Yes, she's not gotten used to you being here and having a name. Said I.
Oh, well, my name is Albion. What's your name?
Nice to meet you, Albion. I'm Ursa.
Ursa, that's a good name. Good
Thank
choice,
you.
human. Farsighter, not human.
Uh-huh.
Need some calibrations.
Albion wouldn't have got that wrong. Alex got that wrong.
Everything's a human, unless it's a Gru. And then it's a Gru human.
Yeah, where we're going, I'm going to be trying to, see what other systems they can kind of jerry rig and get back online, and just specifically trying to start with the defensive systems.
Excellent. Yeah, as you guys are going, go ahead and give me a technology check, Flynn.
I am not the mechanic.
You are the electrician.
I am not the mechanic.
And I
Nor the electrician.
Uh, I fly, make fly pretty go.
Pretty girl. I mean,
I will try that again with a hero point.
Perfect. I make pretty good.
aw, so close.
What's the worst thing you can roll with a hero point?
An 11.
I hate that for you. With a 15, you think that maybe somebody else would be better suited to doing this? But you are
do that
able.
without a 15.
You are at least able to get the. You are at least able to get the sensors back online. And Albion says, "Oh, good, I can see again."
I got to. I can make the tape track work.
I love that it's a tape track. But you are able to get the sensors back on. You're able to do your best to avoid any further issues with preserver
Preserver
sites.
defense.
Yeah, preserver defense sites sending lightning bolts to blow you up. And eventually you all do come across the outskirts of the Facet Wild. You come upon the Eastern Spar, which is the eastern portion of the Facet Wild, which extends a good 10 to 15 kilometers across. And it's about a kilometer wide as well. It's a deep gash in the earth where you can see these interesting crystalline caverns and formations and bridges descending down deeper and deeper into the icy crust of the moon. Let me grab my Marion token again. Have the car. As you all are up over here. You're a lot smaller than this, but I want you to be big enough on the map that I can actually interact with you.
Makes sense. So, do we know where Daedalus's installation was here?
Yes, it was somewhere within the western spar, across the Facet Wild from here.
Okay, so we have to get across this whole thing.
And Ursa, you are starting to get tired from carrying this heavy-ass ship this whole way.
Yeah, I was wondering how long I could do it for.
I try to get the maneuvering jets and/or thrusters back online.
It's going to take some time, but you think you could give it a shot.
I will mention that I am getting tired.
When she says that, the ship drops a couple hundred feet.
Okay.
Oh.
We could put down for repairs then. Hopefully we are far away enough from the pirouettes.
Is this safe in other regards?
Probably
No.
not, knowing Europa.
Is anything safe?
Would it be possible to lend some psychic help to Ursa?
You can definitely give that a try.
And
don't
we
even know
connect
what
with the
I would roll.
moonstone.
Right, we're about to just drop because of the freaking moonstone some reason.
Would mind reading work here?
I would just call it
Or-
a general... Yeah, I would make it a mind reading check to try and bolster Ursa's mental fortitude.
Okay. That's a 16. I can do better than Rolled an I also rolled an 11, but I got a 21.
21 will get the ship at least over here to the western spar. where you both are able to gently, quote unquote, bring the ship down for a landing.
Ursa will collapse as soon as it hits the ground.
And Alara will try to keep her from hitting the floor.
Excellent.
I would like to suggest to Chimera, while those two recover from the exertion, from their mental fatigue, from that amazing feat of psychic prowess, we can get the engines back online, just in case we have to make a fast getaway.
Agreed.
And you guys have time and space to effect these repairs. I won't make you guys roll. It does take about 8 hours of effort to make the repairs by your powers combined.
Cool.
And night has fallen at this point across Europa.
Aelin will basically sit on the sensors, probably chatting with Albion. It's like, so, we see you have a very eclectic collection that Captain Flynn keeps here. Have you sampled any?
Collection of what, exactly?
Music, movies, entertainment.
I have engaged myself in what Captain Flynn refers to as the necessary classics.
Never settle for just the necessary.
I was only born
Else-
yesterday. I haven't exactly had as much time as I would like to digest more.
Well,
But I am very interested in trying a sword fight.
we think that might be a bit difficult for you, unfortunately.
Is it because I don't have hands?
Yes, that is, and arms,
Hmm.
and a sword.
I would like to have a sword affixed to my hull, please.
We are not the engineer.
But you are dating the engineer.
We are not dating the engineer.
Are you sure?
Fairly certain, yes.
He's the big gray monster, right?
We don't refer to him as a monster.
Oh. Apologies. Just referencing the classics. What should I call him?
Chimera.
Well, Chimera is quite hunky, yes?
He has very nice assets, yes.
Ass. It's.
Yeah, we all got that, Cat. Thanks.
It is my understanding
You were
that it is my understanding that when two individuals spend a lot of time together, especially organic ones, they prefer to engage in certain activities.
Well, we think that perhaps you do need to expand rather quickly your consumption of entertainment. But we also would suggest that you not take everything from what you see from that entertainment as what happens in reality. Chimera and we have a special relationship in that we rescued him from a very unfortunate situation, and we support each other in our daily endeavors until we met Captain Flynn. It is not a relationship based upon physical.
This is interesting to me.
We think you are still very young and have a lot to learn.
I was born yesterday. As far as I'm aware, there are only so many ways that organic beings are able to interface with one another. One of them is sword fighting. The other
Wow.
is merriment. And true love's first kiss.
There are more
My
than
baby.
3. There are more than 3.
Can you teach me a fourth?
Now that
Ship
happens.
flirting with Aelin?
Apparently,
I mean,
we.
it is my AI.
Yeah, it is. It is Flynn's AI. It's very true. We believe a fourth would be. I'm trying to think in my head. Comfort. Being there for someone when something does not go the way you expected. When you are down or sad.
What if this happens to them while you are not physically present and cannot therefore be there for them?
We do not believe it has to be a physical. It can be just if they can hear your voice. Being there does not necessarily mean having a physical presence there.
I would like to try. Chimera,
Go
where
ahead.
are you in the ship?
I would assume with the 8-hour repair time, I would be somewhere in the engineering deck.
Albion will appear in a terminal close by you where you are repairing things.
Okay.
Chimera, I want you to know that I am there for you.
If I interpret your statement correctly, I believe the appropriate response is thank you. But I don't believe that I have any needs for you to meet.
Buffering. He said thank you.
Curious.
Is that the correct response, Aelin?
We believe so. Especially if it came from Chimera.
And it'll pop back over to Chimera. You are welcome. Should you
Curious.
need anything at all, please don't hesitate to ask.
Very well, Albion.
Albion disappears with a smile.
Albion reappears in front of Aelin. Aelin looks at the AI. We think that you have a crush.
What?
She'll purse her lips and just smile that feral predatory grin and won't say anything else.
I just find Chimera to be curious, that's all.
Curious.
Albion will go back to doing Albion things.
Sorry.
Does anybody else have anything they want to do before we head off to our next adventure?
I guess Alara will, probably do what she can to help with repairs, but mostly keep an eye on Ursa after all that exertion.
Yeah, I imagine Ursa is sleeping the whole time.
There's probably at least one point where Alara's next to Ursa while she's sleeping, just staring at that pocket before she decides to remove herself from the room and go do something technological.
Love the sisterly love that we're feeling here.
Nice. Snoring and drooling. It's a good way to be.
Hmm.
Awesome. Well, with our heroes aboard a functioning ship again, on the outskirts of the Facet Wild where Daedalus' workshop is hidden, I think that's probably a good place for us to end this week's episode. Stick your hand in some warm water.
Rude.
Wow. Wow.
Wiki!
You have a moon sharpie? Just draw stuff on her.
I'll show you to sass me.
I'm Marpy.
Awesome. Well, thank you again, everybody, for hanging out with us tonight. I had a ton of fun. My face hurts from smiling. As for news around the network, tomorrow night the Gemstars will be back, as will be the Masked Blade, there to try and rescue the children of our erstwhile resident. Wednesday, we will be back. I'll be back for Darkly Dreaming Paris Part 2 because I can't write a one-shot anymore to save my life. And then Thursday we'll have a new blog post. Friday our new episodes from YouTube will be available on the website, and we'll be back here again, same bad time, same bad channel next week for more Guardians of Haven. We are closing in on the end of Season 1, so something new will be coming into this spot after that is over. I've got to talk to my players about what that's going to be before I can talk to you all about it, so we'll figure that out. I've got something interesting cooking up in my brain. Probably not even traumatizing.
I doubt that very much.
None
I
of
doubt
us
that.
Yeah,
believe you.
seriously.
Deception
None
and
of us.
lies.
I can't believe you
Lies.
even bothered to say that.
You said this one wasn't going to be traumatizing. You were like, it's
Fool
a
me
lighthearted
thrice.
space
Later
adventure.
tone, later tone.
Lies and deception.
Yeah, but weren't
Yeah.
the pirouettes fun? Wasn't that fun for everybody?
Yeah,
You
I'm
You
sure
traumatized Calvin.
Yeah,
Um,
I wanted to keep that one.
Yeah. I do my best. I'm sorry.
No, we'll be back.
was that your fault or was that Crystal or Steve's fault?
I think the pirouettes are. I think they're Crystal's fault. I
Wow.
think Crystal came up with them.
Wiki, I don't think anybody's here for that. It's not gonna work.
The All Cody show. I'm here for the All Cody show.
No, you're not.
We
That
haven't
would be
met.
hilarious.
We haven't met Space Cody yet. I'm hoping we meet him next week.
I'm a little concerned with the. Yeah, we're not gonna.
The
Space-
Cody verse.
Space Cody is COD apostrophe Y.
The
Oh, and we have a Patreon now. If you have not signed up for our Patreon yet, it is over at patreon.com/untoldStoriesProject. We have opened that as a way for you all to help support us, to help us continue growing, so we can continue to build better and better content for you all, and to help pay some of our bills. So thank you very much, anybody who supports us. Warden Maximus, thank you very, very much for being our first patron. And I want to pass things over to everybody to say goodbye and plug anything they want to plug, starting with Andy again.
Hey everyone, thank you for joining us tonight, and hope you had a wonderful time. If you're watching this on video on demand or on YouTube, we definitely appreciate your support there. If you get a chance to come join us live, please do so. We do interact with chat as much as we can, and we would love to have you. Only other thing I will plug is Alex ran a Titan City game last Friday for Green Ronin as part of their Patreon. I got to reprise my character of Minerva. So if you're interested in seeing that, I believe it's on our video on demand currently. I don't know that it's going up on our YouTube, but maybe it's going up on Green Ronin's at some period in the or sometime in the near future. So look out for that if you are interested. With that, I will pass it over to Calvin this time.
Okay. Well, if y'all aren't watching these live, you're missing all the fun in chat. I will say the episodes are great, but their chat's just that little extra bit of copper glaze on top.
Copper glaze.
Copper glaze.
My god. Yeah, copper glaze. That's a polite way to phrase it.
But yeah, come back tomorrow for Gem Stars, for more superpowers and catchphrases. And also, again, if you're over on YouTube, check out the Win with Dice channel, because we've got streams and we've got podcasts about all sorts of fun TTRPG stuff. And with that, I guess I'll pass it to the anxious twin, I think is what we said.
Sleepy twins.
That's the cat.
Hey guys, thank you guys so much for watching. This was a blast as always, and I didn't get yelled at by Calvin, so that's a positive. We just had some sister sass going back and forth.
Yeah.
So definitely come back and watch all the other shows going on the channel. Watch My Fellow Twin and Gemstars tomorrow. And then watch Alex in his little 1-shot, 2-shot, 3-shot, whatever.
It's just turned into a musical. I don't know what's
Yeah,
going
just
on.
honestly make it a series. It's fine.
Red shot, blue shot.
Oh,
But yeah, like
shots.
Calvin said, if you're not watching the chat, then you're missing out a little bit. But we're happy to have you watch in whatever way you do. And with that, I will pass it to Kevin.
Hey everybody, I'm Kevin again. Enough said about that. Just doing a little Russian roulette with the personalities tonight with the evil whatever that's lurking around inside my brain. We'll see where that's going. I don't have any idea more than you do, so it's I'm about 3 seconds ahead of you on that curve. So hopefully you'll come back and as we figure that out, closing in on the end of season 1. A lot of one shots, I guess, coming up for our holiday season. Hope you'll check those out and the YouTube stuff. And I gotta find that Titan City stream from Green Ronin. I missed that. So little time, so many streams.
It was a pretty good champion who played.
Oh, you had those Titan City characters.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, wow. Now I'm all nostalgic and wistful and stuff. Okay. Yeah. For some reason, it's not champion. It's Cody that's everywhere. But that's a story for another day. Kicking it over to Jonesy.
What is champion if not the Cody of the Titan City universe?
Hey. Wow. Man.
Champion deserves better than that.
Yeah, I would agree with that.
Thanks everyone for tuning in. It was great seeing everyone in chat and great episode like always, even if the game master was very, very mean to my poor ship. Check out all the stuff. Give us likes and shares and subscribe if you like what we do. We're currently building towards, I guess our next benchmark would be 400 followers. So, oh my God, yeah. So, appreciate all the support, everyone. And with that, good night. Me, Alex.
Yeah, that's everything for me. Thank you, everybody, for hanging out with us. As always, make good choices, and we will see you next time.